Okay, so I've been waiting to make this video. I felt like I wanted to talk about my least favorite person in the world. You're probably wondering, who might that be? Well, it turns out to be a friend I used to have, dating back to middle school. I'm going to talk about him from when we were friends in middle school, all the way to what made me just not want to have him exist in life. And side note, I also have my little censor button with me just in case I need it at any point in the video. So, my least favorite person in the world, his name is Dan Zacher. I used to be friends with him in middle school. And through a little bit of high school. There's been a few incidents that I've had with him that I will mention in this video. The thing that always annoyed me about Dan is he had anger issues through like half the time that I've known him, and he was slightly annoying. One of the biggest incidents that I remember or that happened in middle school, I will never ever forget at this moment. So back in middle school, there was this girl that I had a crush on. Her name was Olivia. I will admit I did have a little too much of a crush on her. I will admit that. But one day it was during lunch, and all my time at school, I ate lunch in classrooms because I didn't want to eat in a very crowded cafeteria. Plus, I couldn't do school lunch because you have to pay for it, which on its own honestly sucks because I didn't have to do that in elementary school. But anyway, I knew that Olivia ate in the cafeteria, and I was thinking about her, and it was almost making me upset over how much of a crush that I had on her, and I don't know what drove Dan to even do this. He went to the cafeteria, and from what I heard, he grabbed her and just jerked her around. Like, that was a moment that almost made me want to rip his head off. I was just disgusted by that. He got suspended for it, obviously. I remember later on that day, I saw Olivia sitting outside the principal's office. When I saw that, I immediately took off the other way because I felt guilty if I would have had to walk past her. Now I think about it, I really should have told her I was sorry. I didn't tell old Dan to do that. Like, I don't know what even drove him to even try. Like back then in middle school and through half of high school, he was such a hole. Like an absolute nut job. In high school, some things that I remember, when he and I couldn't agree on a movie to show in class, he legit chased me around the campus because I told him to go away. Yeah, I told him to go away, and he legit chased me around around the quad. Then from the other side of the quad, I heard him shout. Oh, I don't know what he said, but I'm pretty sure he probably swore at me. I don't know. There was one time in speech class, he was starting to get it very agitated, and after I left to go use the bathroom, I came back and the table was upside down. I immediately knew who did that. Let's see, what else do I remember? One time, when I was living at First Place, and I knew Dan was living there. He was a second year TA when I was a first year TA. There was one time where, no joke, I was taking a nap, and I guess one of my roommates had let him in, and he immediately came in my room, tried waking me up, and he finally woke me up when he was touching me. Like, I immediately wanted to tell him to get the out of my room. And I chewed him out, told him to get it out, and just never come back. Like, I don't care what that SOB even wanted. He probably wanted to talk and probably hang out with me. I would rather drop dead. I mean it. The last time I saw him, he came to my baseball game while I was volunteering with the younger kids. It was before my time was over. I guess he wanted to talk to me, try and get me to unblock him from my phone and invite me to his birthday. There was no way in hell I was going to do that. I ignored him the whole time. And my parents considered that rude. I honestly couldn't give a. Like, he is just a severe freak shelf. I really, I don't care if he's around. I honestly wish he never existed. I feel like that's all I have to say talking about this POS. Well, thank you for watching.